Shocking news shook the ARMY world again when information circulated that Jimin and Jungkook had secretly bought plane tickets to Japan. With no official announcement, no boarding pass photo uploads, and no public schedule to track, the two BTS members have once again caught fans around the world caught up in a whirlpool of speculation, theories, and mixed emotions of happiness, curiosity, and anxiety. Within hours of these rumors popping up on Korean online forums and social media, hashtags related to Jimin and Jungkook's trip immediately skyrocketed, signaling just how big the small impact of one simple piece of information was. Two global stars were preparing to fly to Japan. What makes this news feel so much more dramatic is the context behind it. Japan is not an arbitrary destination for BTS, especially for Jimin and Jungkook. The country holds a long history of their career, from their Japanese debut to emotional stadium concerts to the personal moments they often share in interviews. Every time one of BTS's members is spotted heading to Japan, the public always wonders, is this a musical affair, a secret project, a big photo shoot, or just a very meaningful personal trip? The source who first leaked the news claimed that the tickets were booked through a private channel, not the usual public system used for official group schedules. This immediately triggers the assumption that this trip is more personal, or at least highly classified. There is no confirmation from HYB, no staff statement, and no hint on the Weverse platform. This silence actually fuels the increasingly wild speculation. Some fans believe that Jimin and Jungkook are preparing a special Japanese collaborative music project. This theory is reinforced by the fact that the Japanese market has always been one of BTS's biggest fan bases, and exclusive releases or special content for Japan is nothing new to them. Some suspect that they will shoot music videos or secret documentary content that will later be released as part of solo projects or subunits. However, there is also an emotional side that makes this story feel deeper. In recent months, both Jimin and Jungkook have often shown a reflective side in their interviews and live broadcasts. Jimin once spoke of his desire to breathe for a while from the pressure of the public spotlight, while Jungkook hinted that he was in a phase of searching for new meaning in his life and career. Japan, with its tranquil atmosphere, culture they love, and old memories full of meaning, could be the perfect escape for these two best friends. The closeness of Jimin and Jungkook itself is a major factor in why this news feels so special. They are not only group mates, but also best friends who have gone through so many phases of life together, from the time of the tearful trainee to the peak of global fame. Whenever they are seen traveling together, the public always reads this as a sign of a strong emotional bond between them. For many ARMY, the shadow of Jimin and Jungkook walking side by side in a Japanese airport, wearing a simple hoodie and a black mask, is enough to make the heart tremble. Interestingly, some eagle-eyed fans claim to see a small code in Jungkook's latest upload on Instagram, where he posted a photo of the night sky with an airplane emoji. Although there is no explicit description, many believe this is a subtle hint of an upcoming trip. Jimin, on the other hand, seemed even more silent than usual, as if deliberately keeping this mystery intact. On the entertainment industry side, this news also sparked serious discussions. Japan is a major center for fashion, art, and cross-industry collaboration. There have been speculations that Jimin and Jungkook might attend exclusive fashion events, meet top designers, or even shoot for world-class magazines. Given Jimin's reputation as a fashion icon and Jungkook as a favorite muse of many global brands, this possibility feels very reasonable. However, not a few have linked this trip to larger rumors that have circulated previously about secret BTS projects involving several members separately. In a growing narrative among fans, Japan was touted as a key location for the early stages of the project. If true, then this ticket purchase is not just an ordinary trip, but a small piece of a huge puzzle that has not yet been fully revealed to the public. What made the situation even more intense was ARMY's emotional reaction. Social media timelines are filled with messages of support, prayers for safety, to fan art depicting Jimin and Jungkook under Tokyo's neon lights or walking the quiet streets of Kyoto. Many fans wrote that they felt the energy of change from this news, as if something big was being prepared behind the scenes. Amid all this speculation, one thing is certain: Jimin and Jungkook have always known how to make the world stop for a moment with just one small gesture. Buying a plane ticket may sound trivial to an ordinary person, but for these two global stars, it was a signal capable of shaking up the international entertainment industry. Their every move is analyzed, their every decision is interpreted, and their every silence is considered meaningful. There is also a personal dimension that should not be overlooked. Some senior fans recalled that Japan was a place where Jimin and Jungkook had experienced important emotional moments early in their careers, including small concerts full of tears and struggles. Returning there together, years later, with the status of a world icon, can be a very touching, reflective journey for both of them. Until now, there have been no paparazzi photos, no leaks of flight schedules, and no signs of activity at the airport. All there is one simple piece of information. The ticket has already been purchased. But it is precisely in simplicity that lies the strength of this story. This is not about the final destination, but rather about the mystery of the journey itself. Will they really fly in the next few days? Is this a work trip or a secret vacation? Will they be seen together or come apart to avoid the spotlight? All of these questions still hang in the air, creating a sweet tension that keeps fans checking their phones every few minutes. One thing that is beyond doubt is that whatever the reason behind the purchase of these tickets, Jimin and Jungkook are setting up a new chapter in their story. Whether it's a music project, a major collaboration, a healing journey, or a combination of them, the world is now waiting with bated breath. And perhaps, on a quiet night in Japan, away from the flashes of cameras and the cacophony of rumors, Jimin and Jungkook will stand side by side, gazing up at the familiar sky of a foreign city, realizing that even after all the fame and pressure, they can still choose to step forward together. It is in such silence that, perhaps, the true meaning of this journey will be revealed. Behind all the milling theories, there's one collective feeling that feels strong among fans, a hunch that this trip isn't a fluke. Many have begun to connect small pieces from the past few weeks, such as Jimin's suddenly empty schedule, Jungkook's postponing of some public activities, to certain staff who look busier than usual. All those little details now feel like the first signs of something that has been very neatly planned. Some fan accounts even claim to have gotten an indirect leak from an aviation industry acquaintance mentioning that two passengers with initials very similar to J and J booked business class seats on a night flight to Tokyo. Although this information could not be verified, the story immediately spread widely and further strengthened the belief that the news of the purchase of tickets was indeed real. In the BTS world, small rumors often prove true, and their long history of sudden surprises makes ARMY tend to be more wary of every whisper. What makes this story feel even more emotional is the dynamic of Jimin and Jungkook's relationship lately. In some recent content, the two appear much calmer, more mature, and more reflective than in previous years. Their gazes in some public moments felt full of meaning, as if there were many things they did not say. Many fans interpret this as a sign that they are at an important crossroads in their lives and careers, and perhaps this trip to Japan is part of that process. There is also speculation that they will meet someone very important there, whether it's a legendary Japanese producer, a famous film director, or even an old figure who has contributed greatly at the beginning of their career. Japan, for BTS, is not only a huge market, but also a place where they learn to survive, adapt, and build their international foundations. Returning to it together can be a symbol of the close